and welcome to Time2Shine talk show. This is your host Rukhsara Sayed, and today our distinguished guest is Tina Kamdarr. She is a holistic healer and she's the founder of Innerworks Lifestyle, which is located in Business Bay, Dubai. With this, she has also gained many other certifications, including the coaching like healing and sound healing as well. She firmly believes in the word that we have an inner power. We are healers. We are born healers, and this is our superpower. So, Tina, I'm so happy to have you on my show today, and so glad to connect with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rukhsar. Thank you. And I think those were very powerful words what you just said, that we actually have an inner power, and as in
Yes,
how we will be speaking during this meeting, which I think is very important to hold such meetings, because this will just give a very beautiful idea about how powerful we are, and
yes.
how we have to, from today onwards, be a little mindful about the thoughts that actually keep coming into our head and keep eating us all through the day. We have to be
Yes.
mindful what we do with these thoughts,
Exactly.
right?
And for the viewers, also, viewers, today's show is more, we are going to focus on holistic healing, how it works, how there is a connection between mind and body, and how holistic healing will impact our daily routine. So, Tina, very first question to you is, can you explain what the term holistic healing is all about and how it differs from, conventional medicine?
Sure. So basically, we have to understand that holistic healing. Now, when we're talking about the word called as holistic, holistic comes in from our Greek word called as holis, which means a whole. Now, when we're referring to whole, which means that the entire body of the person, which is based on four foundations. All right. We have our mental health, we have our emotional health, our spiritual health, as well as our physical health. As much as we given, or the pharma industry, I will not say anything against the pharma industry, but the pharma industry has given in lots of importance to the physical health. But we
Yes,
have to understand that physical health, or the ailments that are getting manifested on a physical platform, are strongly connected to our mental, as well as our emotional balance, as well as our security, our spiritual strength of how we grow, into what sort of environment we are growing. So holistic healing is all about understanding the fact that it's a way of treating the person inside as well as outside, because once you
okay.
start healing from within, the outside will also start shining. That's the whole idea behind what holistic is, that we try to utilize as less medicines as possible, because strongly believing in the fact that the body has the power to heal. All right, the
That's really
body
great.
is way more strong that you and I can actually sit and comprehend.
Yes,
You have such a beautiful power that you're sitting over here, but you are thinking about, immediately just thinking about somebody who might be on the other side of the globe.
yes.
So how powerful is the brain of allowing you to connect to those energies, and suddenly you feel that, oops, that person is calling me, or I just got a message. So this is how energy
And
again
it
works for
happens, it
us,
has
right? So
happened, with me as well, many times, like when we are thinking and we get a message instantly.
right, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So this is exactly how we even, the word called as distant healing has come into picture. When we say distant healing means, I don't need to see a person in person while doing a healing session. All that is required is that I connect the higher power energies to the energies of the person who requires this healing, so that we are able to work on their aura, we're able to work on their consciousness, we're able to help them increase their level of consciousness, to understand that I don't have to be in this state of where I am looking at myself. Sometimes we just agree, okay, I've done everything, life
Yes,
is, mean to me, I don't know why things are happening to me. But we don't realize many a times we are actually manifesting it by saying
yes,
it over and over and over again.
exactly. And in
You
this way,
know,
our thoughts affect our external world. Like whichever thought we have in our mind, if we think about it again and again, it
yes,
does happen.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes,
So if you have to think about it, rather better think well. think good.
Exactly.
I'm not
Yes.
saying healing is going to be changing your world, or tomorrow you're going to be, people will be behind you for taking autographs and everything. Healing will make you more grateful about a lot of things which you don't even realize exist for you.
Yes.
Healing changes your perspective to look at life. You feel much more in gratitude, much more happy. As they
Hmm.
say, happiness lies in the smaller moments, the beautiful moments. So
Yes.
that's what healing actually helps us, and that's what holistic healing is again about.
Further to add,
Right?
Tina, if we depend on external conventional medicine, it does have side effects also. Like it will heal us for a temporary period of time, but we have to face many side effects later on. So, and whether if we talk about holistic healing,
Yes,
it is only the positivities which we can absorb from that.
yes, absolutely. See, again, Ruxar, we have to understand that at a point of time, we do require the conventional medicines are actually required because they are working on our physical
Yes,
health. That's one part. We will never be able
yes,
to
yes,
negate its part. But this is where, on a parallel road, we are allowing holistic healing to come into the picture so that, let's say, for example, somebody is going through chemotherapy. Now,
yes,
chemotherapy can be physically, of course, it's toxic. Mentally, it is a very difficult thing for the person who's going through it. So, when we're doing a holistic healing for somebody doing their chemotherapy, it helps to alleviate the physical trauma that comes into doing chemo sessions, as well as it helps the person to feel a little more mentally balanced. You are still able to understand that I am able to work on my consciousness and this will also pass. So, this is where
exactly, yes,
holistic healing also comes. And the best part about holistic healing, we have to understand there are no side effects. There, there are literally no side effects. The only thing is, it's for some people, as they say, it just felt like a massage. Or
Hmm.
some people might just say, things have changed for me. After I have done just one healing, things have changed for me. I am
So
now
I just
understanding
want to
where my journey
ask,
stands for
like,
my
is it
life.
a kind of, yeah, is it a kind of like a one-to-one speaking session, or it is a therapy? What is the, type of the healing process which you all conduct in the coaching?
So see, now I am a holistic healer. When we call ourselves a healer, it's basically there are various modalities of healing. For example, I do something called as Usui Reiki healing. Then there is Lama Fera healing, all right, which is a stronger healing for those who are going through lots of physical issues over and over again.
Okay.
Every 6 months something is getting manifested in their body.
Hmm.
Then there is something called as healing with crystals, where we utilize specific crystals to allow the vibrational frequency of the body to get adjusted.
Okay.
Then there is something called as sujok. Sujok is a Korean acupressure method. Acupressure, if you need to understand, it's something as simple as when you go to a massage or a massage, she's basically pressing certain points of your body. All right.
Hmm.
Now, those points of the body are also, as well as we call it, there is a chi energy that is flowing through the meridians of the body. So this is
Okay.
what our holistic healing is all about. We have various modalities. It's just that all of these modalities are based on the fact of TCM, which is traditional Chinese medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine has been there literally 5,000 years and more. In fact, much
Okay.
before the pharma industry could come in, we were all relying, we must be knowing our
Hmm.
great
Hmm. Hmm.
grandfathers were actually
Yes.
working on herbs. They would
Yes.
basically just press particular points and we could just know
Ayurveda
what was
was
going wrong.
much more,
You know,
yeah, prominent those times.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. So,
So, whatever modality, sorry,
yeah,
yeah, you were
yeah, go
asking
on.
something.
No, you can continue.
So, basically, whatever modality we decide, it all depends upon what is the state of mind when the person has come. Because nowadays it's kind of become where people have very less patience. The first question will be, in how many healing sessions will I be healed? So that's
Yes.
a very difficult question to answer. But My only gratitude to the universe at that time is that at least you want to heal yourself. At least you're
Exactly.
not giving yourself to things like substance abuse or to alcohol, or shutting yourself from the world. That you are at least still in front of me, we will work ourselves together. Maybe it might just be that one healing session is the most beautiful healing session, and you realize that, okay, now I know where I want to work with myself.
Yes.
Sometimes the consciousness is, it's like an unwanted guest. You don't invite a guest and somebody turns up and the guest is like, okay, I don't think I'm needed here, let me go away from here. That's how an energy session is. The same
Yes,
way,
yes, yes.
lots of women, they come and they're like, do the healing session for my husband. I'll do the healing session, but the person has to be reciprocative of that healing. So then it's going to be a beautiful session wherein you're actually absorbing the most beautiful energies to help your consciousness.
That's
So
great.
it's all about. But as they say, there's always a day for healing. You When your time is right, your journey for healing will begin. So I will never negate or run away from that fact.
That's really wonderful. So, Tina, how do you approach the mind-body connection in holistic healing, and why it is so important?
We have to understand, we are yet to actually see the power of what our brain is. All right. um, we have to understand that the brain and the body are in constant connection with each other. Like, for example, I was telling you that I was running late to come for the
Hmm.
meeting, and then
Yes.
suddenly then there's a car gushing at double speed of me in just in front of my car. Now at that point of time, my eyes are seeing it, and immediately my eyes are telling the brain that, hey, I might crash into this car if I'm not careful.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Now you can see that mind and body connection is so strong with each other that the brain immediately started sending the neurons to the entire body that, hey, listen, we have to slow down, otherwise we're going to be having a calamity.
Understood. Yes.
Right? So this is how strongly the brain is working on every thought that we are accessing into, knowingly, unknowingly. All right. What
Understood.
happens, for example, you say you're hungry. Your stomach will give a message immediately to the brain that, listen, I'm hungry. The first thing the brain does is start searching for food. Of course, we will never eat an apple or cashews. The first thing we start running is for a packet of chips, because that's
Yes.
how the brain likes to feed upon that sort of food.
Communication.
So
They have their inner communication within.
so this is how, if we are understanding just our body. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So you can see how minutely every
Yes.
thought
Yes.
that is coming inside our brain is, the body is quickly working to access it, and to allow the rest of the body to understand that either we have to go into a fight mode, or we have to go into a flight, or we go into a complete freeze mode. So this is how a
Exactly.
mind and body connection, or a mind and brain connection, tends to happen, that whatever thoughts we are putting into our mind, all right, whatever we are telling ourselves, or whatever we are speaking out or absorbing in, the body is constantly listening. This is why we say, be mindful of your thoughts. When you say
Yes.
mindful, that word by itself is a very beautiful and a powerful word. Be mindful of the thoughts that are getting absorbed, and the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Exactly.
Because
That's why we
each
also,
word,
yeah, that's why we also say that train your brain properly.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Because words have a beautiful vibrational frequency, and a very strong vibrational frequency, if I have to add. So,
Yes.
that's why they used to say, our grandparents used to say, think twice before you say something.
Yes.
Even if you have nothing to add, keep quiet, rather better, but don't say unnecessarily whatever
Negative.
comes
Yeah.
into your head. Right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So, Tina, what advice would you give to someone who is interested in incorporating holistic practices in their daily life? If they want to incorporate it in their daily life, what will be your one piece of advice to them?
It's not my advice. I think I would term the question, I would term the answer as a humble request that please take up holistic healing. Please allow yourself to get healed, because we have now gotten used to living into a state of constant anxiety,
Yes.
constant stress,
Each and every
constant
individual,
FOMO.
I will add here, each and every individual is suffering from that. Even if we are, no matter how
Yes,
successful you become, you have to face that stress and anxiety at any certain point of your life. Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. So, when we were learning, now it's been God's grace, it's been almost a decade into learning. But the first time that we had actually learned, our professor made it very clear, don't learn healing for somebody else or for earning money. That will happen later
Yes.
if it has to happen. Right now, get on this healing journey for yourself. Because once you understand what is healing, every person, every relationship will start seeing a change. Everything will start be seeing more preciously. Everything will be without any price tag to it. So I
Yes.
think when you get on this healing journey, your attitude towards life becomes very beautiful. And of course, you become way more stronger in your aura, as a result of which every person you will meet at that point of time will want to say that, hey, you know what? I like this change in what I'm seeing, or I like this glow on your face. What exactly are you doing? So it's no facials, no supplements, nothing. Till and until healing is not happening from within, none of your
Exactly.
facials,
This is
none of your
rightly said.
creams,
Yes.
nothing is going to.
Exactly. If we are not
So
happy
my
from
humble
inside, if
request is,
yes, yes,
every person get on a beautiful healing journey, learn healing, go for healing therapies, read books about what is healing. And Google is like the mother of mothers right now. Just ask the question, what is healing? And you have some beautiful websites that is giving you information. So
yes.
take up healing, because it's a gift you can give yourself, I will always say. And this is the most beautiful gift you will give yourself forever.
So, if we talk about, limitations of holistic healing, what are the limitations in combination with traditional medical treatment?
So, as I said before, also that
Yes.
sometimes what happens is, like, even when we are going to a doctor, all right, we tend to go only when things have actually manifested on a physical platform, so much so that we are not able to take the pain physically, right? It's very rare that you'll see somebody just going in for a body checkup. They'll say, "Hurry, we'll go to the doctor. The doctor's going to tell us 10,000 things which are wrong in us,"
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
right?
Yes. And
So,
test
what
too,
happens
like they
is
add up a
we
lot.
don't allow. Yes, yes, absolutely. So, what happens is, and again, somewhere I feel from our Asian community point of view also, we're always told that, it's all over here. Nothing is there. You're fine. Things are going to be fine. But we don't see that somewhere the person has been mentally, is having a tough time with himself or herself, is not able to allow it himself or herself to understand what it is, and then it gets manifested in a physical format. For example, let's say breast cancer. Now,
Hmm.
when we look at it from a mental health point of view, breast cancer, especially in women, is more stronger. Why? Is because breast cancer tends to happen when there is an accumulation of certain types of tissues, which then forms
Yes.
into a cyst. That
Hmm.
accumulation of tissues is again where I am not able to express my emotions properly. And as a result of which, as they say, it's eating me from inside,
Hmm.
right? This
Understood.
is how a cyst starts forming within the body, right? This is how arthritis also starts forming when you are too much into your past issues, that you're not able to come over words that people have spoken or the way mannerisms of people have been. you are actually frozen into a time situation. As a result, your legs, which is your knee area, tends to get
Hmm.
frozen. That's why you'll see women tend to have a lot of arthritis as compared to men,
Okay.
right? So this is where we have to understand that the main conventional medicines, yes, they are required, because at a point of time it happens that it is already physically manifested in the body. Then it gets very difficult at that point of time to tell the person that, you know what, I'm going to go into the root cause and help you alleviate it. I cannot
Understood.
tell the person that no, you stop all your medicines and only rely on my holistic healing. Holistic healing at this point of time is a beautiful way of working on parallel roads, so that when a person is doing their healing, at that point of time, when we are doing a holistic healing also,
Hmm.
those two can run on parallel roads with each other, so much so that the medicine, the side effects of medicine will be way lesser on the body. The person is able to understand that maybe somewhere I too am adding up to the things that are happening to me within my body. My body can heal, so let me try some more nutritious food for myself and alleviating a lot of food also that I am eating, right? All
Understood.
of these things, as they say, we tend to reach to that vibrational knowledge for our own self, so much so that then I realize that okay, there's a lot that I too have put into this. So this is where holistic healing comes into the picture.
Yes. So, Tina, as you told just now about the nutrition, what nutrition, what role does it plays in holistic healing practices?
Now, see, we know in school we had a very simple thing where we had learned that energy can never be created, energy cannot be destroyed, energy is
Yes.
only transformed.
Hmm.
Correct?
Understood.
Now,
Yes.
where do we get this energy from? We get energy, one is from our breathing. Correct? That's why
Yes.
yogis always say pranayama is so important.
Hmm. Hmm.
We
Hmm.
don't breathe properly. So that is the reason why there is, Ayurveda says that there are so many air problems in the body. There is gas, there
Yes.
is bloating, there is
Yes.
IBS,
Yes.
acid
And it
reflux.
is a